It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why.
Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Nick, how you feeling?
Wonderful. How are you today?
Doing really well. It's episode 40 of the JavaScript podcast.
How the bloody hell have you put up with me for 40 episodes?
I honestly don't know. It's been almost a year, I think. And you know what?
Oh, is it nearly our anniversary? Oh.
Yeah. So our anniversary falls on September 24th or 25th, because I vaguely remember uploading this, or the first episode. It was just a random Tuesday, because we recorded Monday night. And by the time I finished editing, it was Tuesday morning. And I was like,
Yep.
Okay.
I might as well publish it.
Yeah, I might as well publish it on this Tuesday. And now we have one every Tuesday. So, but yeah, 40 episodes. It's been 40 weeks, but not consecutively, because, you know, we took a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That 6 weeks where autumn nearly destroyed the town.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was awful. I think there was a riot and there was burning at the stake.
Yep.
Or
You could say it was the autumn of our discontent.
yes. You've already made that joke.
I know. That's why I'm making it again.
All right.
Because I'm proud of that one.
Yeah. But so yeah, 40 episodes, 40 weeks. But I think honestly it has been maybe 50. No, not 50. Like 46. Almost 50 weeks.
Fair.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say episodes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you just told me it was 40. Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, because we skipped some, right? But it's been 46 weeks that we've been doing this. You know, how have we?
Weeks.
Yeah, you know, in my previous endeavors with podcasts, usually they last maybe like 10 episodes max, right?
Fair.
So this is something else.
Hey, we've gone 4 times as long.
Yes.
That's what she said.
We have a sound for that. Hold on.
Absolutely. Well, technically we have 2.
And I don't know if we should we address that we have a witness today.
We have a witness.
We have a witness.
He's not here. He's a figment of your imagination.
Oh God. Okay.
You only see one Nick right now.
There's a chance. There's a chance that this audio might sound a little bit different in the publishing stage, because we do have what should we call him? Our executive producer. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's right, live studio audience. Thank you
Yes,
for the applause.
indeed. Yes, we do have a live studio audience in front of us, and he can't hear us right now. Oh my God. He can't hear us like the sound effects right now, but we do have somebody here witnessing all of this, and he's going to be taking care of our podcast episodes.
Woo!
And so his name is Nick as well, right?
Absolutely.
So obviously,
we should just build up a team of Nicks.
Yes.
And eventually you're the only one that's not called Nick.
And then eventually I'll succumb to it and be like, okay, fine, call me Nick.
Illegally changing my name to Nick.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, so one day you're gonna see him, but for now he's in the shadows, like Batman.
Mystery man.
Yes, Mr. Batman. So yeah, today's topic, Nicholas. Do you like fairy tales?
Of course.
Yes. Do you like fairytales? Like sales on clothes and
God. I was trying to figure out where you were going with that. I was like, he's put the emphasis on the different syllable.
Okay.
And I still don't know what he's saying.
yeah. So do you like fair retail?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
No, actually, I prefer paying double or triple the price on all of the things that I buy.
So, as you know, I mean, I think a lot of people know popularly that Disney fairy tales, things like Snow White and Peter Pan and stuff like that, weren't the actual original story.
Yeah.
Right? There is a darker side to this.
You could say that there's a more grim aspect.
What? Dun, dun, dun. Wait, we have a thing for that, don't we? There we go. Dun, dun, dun.
Through the power of editing,
You're
the
gonna
last
have to
15
cut.
seconds will be...
Yeah. Nick, you're going to have to cut all of this. And I mean editing Nick and not you, Nick. Okay?
This isn't going to get confusing at all.
Yeah. This is not confusing at all. And you're going to have to edit a lot of the ums that I do because I have a lot. I have a lot.
See,
of
here's
them.
how you can differentiate between the two Nicks. This is me.
He just played Real Britannia or like the... Yeah. So, to give you a little bit of context about the Brothers Grimm and the origin of fairy tales, right? So, basically, some of it started with this one guy named Charles Perrault.
Was this once upon a time?
Yes, once upon a time. Once upon a time, there was a guy named Charles Perrault. And from his name, you can guess where he's from.
I'm assuming that he's French.
Yes,
and I'm
French.
assuming that it's more Charles
Perrault.
something like that.
Yes. He served under Louis XIV with his finance minister Colbert. And in 1690...
Stephen?
Yes, Stephen Colbert. Yes. In 1695, Stephen Colbert had Perrault removed from his office.
Was this via la guillotine?
No, like literally just removed.
Oh, fair.
Like fired.
Fair.
Yeah.
Not defenestrated? Do you know what defenestration is?
No.
Do you know what defenestration is, Nick? Defenestration is to
Why are you
throw someone out
asking
of a window.
yourself?
I'm just seeing if either of my personalities know what defenestration is.
Okay.
But yeah, no, to defenestrate someone is to throw them out of a window.
Damn.
So there's actually an event in like the 1600s called the Defenestration of Vienna, where
God.
a bunch of people were thrown out of windows in Vienna.
It's like that one scene from Les Miserables, the musical, when they were building the barrier and everyone was just throwing everything out the window.
Sure.
You've seen it.
I have not.
Okay.
But I do know about the French Revolution. So I'm
Yes.
assuming that it's an event that happened in the French Revolution at some point.
Indeed.
Well,
During that.
One of the French Revolutions, since they're already on their fifth republic.
There's like 16 million of them. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a hobby. It's a sport for them at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, they regard Charles Perrault as the person who started fairy tales because he started gathering old folk tales. And you know how folk tales in medieval times usually are just passed down from generation to generation without any writing.
Yep.
He was
oral
the first,
tradition.
Yes, he was the first person to write it down as a record and publish them as books. So, followed 100 years later by the Brothers Grimm in the 1800s. They were two academics named Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, where they collected a series of German folk tales.
I was going to say, and they're definitely not from France.
No.
They are from Deutschland.
Yes, they are from Deutschland. And so Jacob and Wilhelm, they were inspired to teach children these lessons. Right.
Fair.
So,
Somebody think of the children.
Yes. And basically, the whole inspiration for creating these fairy tales, especially with their dark background, is to teach children. Now, keep that in mind, Nick, because these are meant for children. They are for young people, right, with impressionable minds.
Well, as a young man myself, I will definitely understand what's going on.
Yes. Okay.
As someone who isn't 4.5 trillion quadrillion years old.
Yeah. So, because there's a running gag that you are eternal.
As
eternal.
old as time
As
itself,
old as time.
if not older.
Yes. All right. So,
Isn't that?
what?
I
Huh?
was trying to think of a song from one of the Disney films.
I don't know.
Oh, it's A Tale as Old as Time from Beauty and the Beast.
Tale as old as time.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I knew it was something about time. I was like, there's a song about time from
Yes.
a fairy tale.
Yes,
Which is appropriate.
indeed. Yeah. Okay. So,
I will show you the world.
not the squeaky voice.
Oh, you're getting the squeaky
no,
voice.
you're not gonna do the squeaky
Oh,
voice.
just watch
Okay.
me.
Nick, editing Nick. It's so awesome that you're not hearing this because he's using a squeaky voice right now to it's like ripping into my eardrums and causing a big migraine. I don't even know. But yeah. So consider yourself lucky.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
I'm about to do one of the things that the Brothers Grimm describes in these stories to
You're a
you.
monster.
Okay.
Where's the punch?
There you go.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah. Okay. Believe it. Okay. So yeah, diving into the first of the stories. Oh God.
I knew there was a splash sound effect on one
Yes.
of those pages.
Let's pretend that you found that immediately because Nick is
Absolutely.
going to cut this out.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. All right. So, do you know the Muffin Man? No.
Yes.
Do you know the story of the original?
Do you know the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Okay. what's his name?
She Palpatine.
Oh God, I was like, I blanked out on Palpatine's name because somehow Palpatine returned. Anyway, so yeah. So do you know this original story of Sleeping Beauty, aka Princess Aurora?
I don't think I do.
No.
Let me see if I can think of what a grim fairy tale version of Sleeping Beauty would be.
Well, let's summarize it first. Aurora, obviously a Sleeping Beauty, she gets pricked by a needle.
Yep.
And she, falls asleep. She gets poisoned. She falls asleep. And the prince comes in and saves her with true love's kiss.
Oh. Isn't that the first,
Nick is making the vomiting gesture right now.
Isn't that the first of Disney forays into
Yes.
the fairy tale IP?
It's pretty much one of the first ones. I think the first
Yeah.
one they made was Snow White, and Snow White is
That's
included
it,
here,
yeah.
right? But I think it's a second or third one. It's
Yeah.
one of the original ones.
Because it's one of those where if you look at it, not that the animation looks bad, but it does look a product of its time.
It is made using they call it cello in
Sellotape?
Yes, yes. In the animation world, where they pretty much draw or paint on these little pieces of clear film, right? Each frame of the movie. That's why it looks like that.
Didn't Coldplay sing about that?
What?
And it was all cello.
He's getting booed by his alter ego right now. Oh my god.
Or was it Adele? Cello.
A laptop wrote it? What? Damn.
Rolling in the
okay.
deep.
Yes. All right. What were you gonna say about it? Okay.
I need to try and figure out what
you were
the.
gonna guess. Oh
Let's see.
my god.
So she didn't get pricked by a spinning wheel. She actually went into a coma, and the kingdom fell apart, and the dragon took over the world. And it's supposed to teach kids that you shouldn't be lazy, and if you fall asleep for too long, the world will end.
Oh. No.
It is a tale about German efficiency.
It's actually about the building of the Autobahn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The cars will go fast. It's
Yeah.
not an option.
Yes, because we need a doctor to get to Aurora, right? And these roads are too slow. Okay. No, it's a lot worse than that.
Oh, Jesus. It's even worse than the end of the world by a dragon.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. At least, it's the end of the world, at least for Aurora, not for the world.
Is she does she become the Aurora Borealis?
Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it would make sense if she did.
It would make sense. But, so she does get pricked, and she...
Whoa. Is that what we're calling it these days?
Okay. You're going to feel really bad about that joke, Nick, because after she fell into a coma, right, or after she was poisoned and fell into a coma, the prince found her and actually raped her.
Oh, so we are calling it that.
Okay. Don't you feel a little bit bad about the joke you just made about the whole...
Not really.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Look, Aurora may not be a real person, but she still got raped, okay?
But she didn't really.
Oh, God.
Because she's not a real person.
Oh, God. Okay. But in the story, she did. So you're not even a little bit, feel a little bit bad for a fictional person?
Not in this case.
Okay, whatever.
Because it's probably one of the least worst outcomes for a grim character.
Well, it gets worse. That's not it. So still...
All right, Billy Mays.
Yeah. But wait, there's more. And by the way, these origin stories are from an article from indie100.com. Yeah. So still sleeping, she gives birth, and her child wakes her up by sucking a splinter from under her finger. And eventually it culminates in the king trying to kill his wife, who had attempted to trick him into eating his own children.
How are any of those things connected?
So the king is Aurora's dad.
Well, no, that's the least part of the thing. That, first off, where did the splinter come from? Second off, where did the child come from?
From pricking her finger.
The child came from pricking her finger.
No. The splinter came from pricking her finger. I think the needle kind of like stayed in her finger as a splinter, and that's why she stayed asleep.
But then, why is her child trying to... What?
Yeah, so her child was born while she was still asleep, crawled onto her finger and sucked out the splinter. And that's when she
Gonna have to press X to doubt here.
Okay. Then press X to doubt. There you go.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh, this would be a perfect opportunity to play the X-Men theme song.
We don't have the X-Men theme song, unfortunately. Yet. I know that your alter ego said that we can add more effects here, but no, we're not gonna do that. There's not. Oh God.
I was going to connect my phone and stop playing that.
We're already recording, okay? So just move on. Next up. Next up.
In fine fashion, we've got 8 of them to get through, and we've gone for 16 minutes just doing the first one.
Yes.
In typical fashion.
Typical fashion. All right. So number 2 is 3 Little Pigs. So as you know, the 3 Little Pigs built different houses. One made of straw, one made of wood, one made of brick or something like that. And then the big, bad, scary wolf all blew them down except for the one that made the strongest house.
Have you ever heard the one where someone's trying to justify the wolf being mad because he was just their neighbor trying to get sugar?
Oh,
and they wouldn't give him sugar, so he was like, screw you guys.
Was this a Mad Pat theory?
No, I think it was one of those weird British cartoons that was made in the 90s.
Oh, no. Did you know that there was a cartoon of the 3 Little Pigs, and there was a picture framed on the wall that says "Dad," and it was a sausage. It was absolutely awful. Okay, all right.
It was awful.
It was falafel. Do you falafel?
Offal is like the intestines and stuff that you make.
Oh, I don't know. I
sausages
didn't
out
know
of.
that. Okay,
It's an awful fact for you.
but do you falafel?
I do falafel.
Okay.
He, she, we falafel.
Falafel. Okay. All right. So, in some versions, the first 2 pigs whose houses were made of straw and sticks get eaten by the wolf.
So they also get turned into sausages.
Yes. Well, not really. They're eaten raw.
That's disgusting.
But yeah, so they get eaten by the wolf, and that's it. So in other versions, the 3 pigs manage to catch the wolf coming down the chimney of the 3rd bricked house, whereupon they boil him and eat him.
Who's he coming down the chimney?
He's Santa Claus. He's hairy like Santa Claus.
So is that why the Germans don't have Santa now? They have Krampus?
Yes, they do. Yes. Krampus might actually be just a big bad wolf because he looks like an animal.
Did anyone ever stop to think about that?
Yeah. I bet no one did. Anyway.
Questions no one ever asked.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? But yeah, how do you feel about the 3 Little Pigs either getting eaten or eating the wolf?
It's just nature. It's just...
Whoa, okay. It's just natural processes of life and blood and gore. And,
Exactly.
Okay, cool. All right, next one. So do you know the story of the Princess and the Frog?
Not really.
It's where the phrase "you have to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince" comes from. Because, sir, in the original Disney movie, Tiana, who lives in the bayou in Louisiana.
Nolans.
Yes, Nolans. So Tiana... there's actually a little bit of a twist. In the original tales, the simplified version, the PG version, is that you kiss a frog and then they turn into a prince, and it proves that looks aren't everything, right? Yeah. In this version, in the Disney version, Tiana kisses the frog and she turns into a frog herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think is the original story of that?
Instead of frogs, they're actually sausages because it's in Germany.
Oh, no. This was set in Louisiana.
What were the Brothers Grimm doing in Louisiana?
I don't know. Enslaving people? I'm just kidding.
Sounds about right. 1700s Louisiana?
Yes, pretty much.
Probably.
So,
Well, actually, that would be pre-Louisiana Purchase.
that's when was the Louisiana Purchase?
1804.
No,
Well,
this was like
It was either 1802 or 1804.
well, this is already like 1850. I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in the 1800s.
Oh, I thought we were in the 1700s. Sorry.
Yeah, you were in the.
I swear I was
1700s.
paying attention.
Anyway, so in the original Brothers Grimm version, the princess throws the frog into a wall in an effort to force him back into a prince.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Yeah, basically just like chucking it, like you turn into a prince right now. Yeah.
And I'm guessing he doesn't.
No,
He just hits the wall and
he
dies.
just hits the wall and dies.
Jesus
There's a.
Christ.
I told you to brace yourself.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, in a darker version of this, it's not a kiss that transforms the frog into a prince, but take a wild guess as to what, No, not, not that. No, you're not implying that Tiana actually made love to this frog.
I was saying that she ate the frog.
No. So, the thing that transforms the frog back into a prince is by cutting off its head.
How?
Cut off its head.
No, I understand what you said. I'm not
You cut off
questioning
its
the
head.
sentence.
Yeah.
I'm questioning the rationale behind the sentence.
It perfectly makes sense to me.
Right?
Okay.
Is this
Makes
one of those
sense.
things where it doesn't make sense to me because I'm a millennial, but all of a sudden a generation later it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
skibbity riz toilet, whatever, and all of a sudden
Skibbity
cut
toilet
off.
riz, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like-
For real, on God, no cap. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Just cut off its head and turn back to a prince. Maybe the prince was shoved inside the frog, right? And by cutting off its head, like it can escape through the hole in the head.
Or maybe when you cut off the head of the frog, it turns into a prince that also doesn't have its head.
Do you know like one of those plushies that turn inside out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you unfurl it, it becomes a pillow, and then when you pull the stuffing out, it turns into like a ladybug or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's that.
It's a very disturbing image.
Yeah. Yeah. You just turn it inside out, and boom, Prince comes out. Ta-da!
1800s Germany, were you okay?
I don't think they were.
The Second Reich wasn't going very well, but
Yeah, I
even
know.
still, like...
About 100 years later, they're gonna enter into World War I and like really have a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that was more Serbia and Austria than it was Germany.
Sorry, Ivana.
Yeah, thanks, Ivana.
All right. So moving on. So we're about at the halfway point at this point.
Which is perfect because we're actually 23 minutes in, so we've got a lot of rambling to get through.
Yeah. So we have to really ramble on this one. Okay. Number 4 is Cinderella. Tell me, Nicholas, what do you think is the original? And this is one of the more famous, like Brothers Grimm sort of like debunked. Well, not debunked, but like this is one of the most famous, like well-known origin stories from like original fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm is Cinderella.
Yeah, I know this one.
Yeah. So, the original story, she gets her happily ever after because she gets a fairy godmother and suddenly she becomes a Nepo baby.
Well, no, what happens in both versions, she didn't stop until she got to the ball.
So she was a soccer player.
No, I meant it in another way.
We're just going to chug right along from there. It's yeah. I swear that's going to be funnier when Nick hears it in the recording. That's going to be so much
Because you
funnier.
were not on my wavelength.
Yeah, no, I really wasn't. I was thinking of a different ball. The one that you kick. Well, I guess you can also kick the other one, but it's just gonna hurt. But whatever. We're gonna move on.
It's a win-win situation because instead of one ball, she got 2.
You're unhinged today, Nicholas. You're not like this.
To be fair, I did literally wake up from a nap as
God.
Nick was ringing the doorbell.
Why were you ringing the doorbell?
It's to wake me up from the nap.
Okay. All right. Sure.
So
why not?
the
Okay.
real thing I know about the Cinderella story is when her sisters try and fit into the slipper,
Yes.
they cut off pieces of their feet, like their toes.
Indeed.
And their heels to make them fit into the slipper.
Yes, that is correct.
Which the thing that always never made sense to me about this story, I know they only danced for one night.
Yeah.
But surely he wasn't that drunk the morning after that he couldn't remember what she looked like.
I mean...
Like, she wasn't wearing nice clothes, but she still looked the same.
Yeah. I think, what was her name in the 2015 reboot of Cinderella, the live action?
Oh God, there's a live action of Cinderella as well.
You didn't know that?
Well, it's because I'm trying to block the live action films out of my mind.
Oh God, of Disney.
It's like, have you seen the Beauty and the Beast where the bloody candelabra's flossing? It's like that is really a product of its time. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean. Yeah, no, I'm not going to try to justify
Exactly.
it. Okay.
Or the one, what is it, Dumbo that has Colin Farrell in it, and for some reason he's got
the live action Dumbo.
a metallic arm that doesn't make any sense, or
He's
a
Bucky
metallic leg or
Barnes.
something like that. He's the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he's the Winter Soldier. Yeah, obviously. I don't know. I didn't know that you never knew that Dumbo fit into the MCU.
Fair.
It is Disney after all. So all Disney movies fit into the MCU.
Avengers
makes
Assemble.
sense. Yes.
I'm just waiting for the lineup of Mace Windu, Dumbo, Iron Man.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly. Who else is part of the
Cassian Andor.
There you go.
And then suddenly there's just like, because, Disney also owns Hulu, and by extension, their properties as well. So there's just Ted Mosby there randomly, Zooey Deschanel's character, Jess Day from New Girl.
The new Avengers lineup that you didn't know that we needed.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so literally everybody. Who else? Like some people from National Geographic, the animals from there.
Just Richard Attenborough. And here we see the Avengers assembling for the first time.
Yes, that needs to be a thing. Disney, make it happen. Okay?
Indeed.
Disney.
So I did know about that one. It's the one where they cut they hack their feet off.
Yes.
Effectively.
So in the original Grimm version, the younger sister actually cuts off a piece of her heel in an attempt to fit into it. If that isn't gory enough, the eldest sister then cuts off her toes in an attempt to fit into the same slippers. Finally, as she is getting married to the prince, Cinderella's dead mum sends doves who peck her older sister's eyes out. Talk about revenge beyond the grave. That's what it says.
Sorry, what the hell is that ad on the? Is that hypersexuality and procrastination? Is that why it
do
says?
not look at the advertisements of the website that I'm looking at. Okay, but yes, it does say hypersexuality and procrastination.
I was like, I could just about see the hypersexuality part, and I was like, what the hell
It's like
is
one of
going
those
on
like,
over there?
It's like one of those scam test things.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, not only do they voluntarily cut off their heels, right, but they also get their eyes pecked out by doves during Cinderella's wedding. Just that's
hardcore.
Yeah,
That's metal as hell.
Exactly. Nick is indicating that is like rock on, dude.
That's so metal.
Yeah. Indeed. And just to get revenge, like Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. That's finna woke.
Yeah, whatever. Jesus.
Okay.
God.
Do you like that? That's from Jack's Films. Jack's Films had this like weird little like merch I don't know era where he just says finna woke.
Sure.
Okay.
I understood that.
Are you finna woke?
No, because I was asleep before everyone got here.
All right.
Who knows? This could all be a dream right now. Maybe I never woke up.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm Sleeping Beauty. I'm waiting for someone to suck the needle out of my finger.
Well, you would need to give birth to a child first in order to have that done. You know?
Can I not adopt?
No. While you're asleep?
I don't know how VR works these days. Maybe an AI will adopt for me.
Oh, God. An AI is going to be like, no, it's going to embed itself into your brain.
Exactly.
And then you're going to be like, oh, okay.
It's like, the cooking shows where it's like, a store-bought is fine. If you do not have organic, freeze-dried kale or whatever, store-bought is
kale.
fine. Everyone hates kale.
Yeah.
Stupid.
No, yeah, nobody, I don't think there's a vegetable hated more than kale.
The only
Except
time
for Brussels sprouts, maybe.
No, I love sprouts, but the sprouts have to be cooked properly, i.e., cook them with bacon
Oh, yes.
or pancetta.
Amazing
Yeah.
idea.
But kale is only good if you're at Olive Garden having the zuppa toscana.
Or if you're drunk.
No, kale's the last thing I want when I'm drunk. I want like a filthy kebab or a pizza or like In-N-Out.
Revision to that. Or if you're dead.
Why would I want kale if I'm dead?
I don't know.
As
Because-
the mulch that composts my grave?
No, because eating it would be a grave mistake. Indeed, sir. Indeed. I'm not going to tell Nick what that sound effect was.
You'll see.
He'll
see.
have to see what editing. All right. Next up is my favorite, personally, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves.
It turns into an orgy, and they're not actual
Oh
dwarves.
God!
It's
Oh God! Why did you go there?
the Pornhub sting plays, and then all of a sudden,
Why would you go there?
what? It's 7 blokes, you know? We're the 7 dwarves. We're here to help you. Doodle doodle doo. And then no.
No. This is not like and this is gonna be, as weird as you referencing the Pornhub sting. This is not the version of Alice in Wonderland, the porn version of it, where anyway,
Alice in Plunderland.
No. But anyway, so Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Actually, the dwarves are actually nice. They're as nice as they are portrayed in the films, right? Not that Rachel Ziegler film, though. There's a live
Is that
action.
another? Oh my
Yes,
God.
it's a live action. Yeah.
Disney.
Disney. Why don't you switch over to that Datney?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Idiots.
But anyway, so yeah, the Seven Dwarves were actually nice, right? So basically, in the dark version, Snow White, the mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, right? And then the evil queen gets mad that she's not the fairest of them all because that's actually Snow White's stepmother, right? Yeah. So in the Grimm version, the queen is Snow White's stepmother because the king is her father, right? And then the queen dies after giving birth to Snow White, and
So he remarries.
yeah, so he remarries, and of course this woman practices
This bitch.
Yes, this bitch practices witchcraft, right? And so when she finds out that she's not the fairest of them all, obviously she sends a huntsman, right?
Yeah.
And you know what the evil queen wanted in return, right?
Her head.
Her head.
Yeah.
In this version, she wanted her liver and lungs so that she can eat them with salt. Yes.
Liver and onions.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Of a human person. Why not?
Interesting.
Yeah. And of course, the huntsman doesn't have the heart to kill Snow White. She pleads for her life and leaves her alone, and instead returns to the queen with a boar's liver and lungs so that she just ate them thinking that they were Snow White.
Fair.
Yeah. So, and that's when, of course, she stumbles into the cabin with the 7 dwarves and yada yada. The whole story goes on. Frickin' the evil queen poisons her like several times, Castro style. Like several times.
Yeah. So so in this story, the queen is the CIA.
Yes.
And Snow White is Fidel
Indeed.
Castro.
Indeed. Yeah. So
My favorite stories about the Castro thing.
oh god,
was the seashell that they were going to plant on the shore to blow up.
she sells
And-
seashells by the seashore.
That will blow up.
Yes.
And then the other one is they were going to put this powder in his cigar that would make his beard fall out.
Oh, God.
Because then he would lose his confidence and not want to rule the country anymore.
See, that's like our super villains episode where if you can't hurt them physically, hurt them emotionally.
Exactly.
Hurt them deep inside.
Isn't that a plot line in the Sacha Baron Cohen film, The Dictator, where they shave off his beard so that no one can recognize him?
I don't think I've seen that one.
I haven't seen it either. I just saw it from the trailer.
Probably, who knows? But let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
Is Sacha Baron Cohen Sleeping Beauty? Not Sleeping Beauty,
yeah.
which Snow White. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's all that happened. Basically, like I think the two methods that were mentioned was she was given a lace up like corset or something like that, or a bodice, something like that. And the evil queen ties her up in it so tight that she passes out. But of course, the dwarves come to her rescue.
Nice.
And the other one is she is given a poison comb that when it got stuck in her hair, she fainted, went into a coma, and unfortunately, the dwarves were there. Why am I rooting for the evil queen? Unfortunately, the dwarves were there. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this bitch got what she wanted.
Yeah. So the dwarves were there to save her. But then, of course, the apple, right, happens, and she falls into a coma. Now, there's two versions of after the prince rescues her, right? Because she, after she dies, Snow White is put into a glass coffin by the dwarves. There's two versions of this. One, the prince lifts her up, right? Or has his servants lift her up because he's a prince, and take her back to his father. Her father, sorry. Take her back to her father.
When you say the prince, he's not a brother, is he?
No.
Okay, thank God for that.
He's not a brother
I was
either.
just thinking about that. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, so she is taken to her father, the king, and one of the servants trips, and that dislodges the apple from her throat, and that wakes her up. Right?
So it wasn't poisoned at all. She was just choking.
Yeah, pretty much. And in the other version, it's pretty much the same thing, except that the prince gets so obsessed with Snow White that he literally carries her glass coffin around everywhere he goes, right? And one of the servants gets so annoyed that he smacks Snow White's back, and then that dislodges the apple.
Right.
And happily ever after, And as punishment for the evil queen, she is forced to dance in red-hot iron shoes until she drops dead.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that before.
Yeah.
There's actually a third
version. And they all
version.
lived happily ever. Okay,
There's a third version I'm surprised you didn't mention.
I guess.
But there's a version where the prince has magical powers. And to save her, he summons down some purple rain.
Purple rain, purple rain.
That's the end of the episode. Bye, guys. See you later. I thought you were actually serious.
I know, that was the funniest part, was I could see how intently you were listening to, oh, really? There's a third version?
Oh,
Okay.
really? I was like, I hadn't heard about this. In the extensive research that I've done, because this is one of the ones that I went into a deep rabbit hole on. I was like, let me find out more. And those are the only two versions that I found. Thanks for wasting my time.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Number 6. Numero 6.
Numero 6.
Mulan.
Rouge?
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah. So Mulan, the classic story of Mulan.
She saves China.
Yes.
Well, no, there's a little bit before that. I will make a man out of you, and then she saves China.
Yeah. Mr. I'll make a man out
Great
of
song.
you.
Great song.
Yeah, it's still stuck in my head today. Absolutely. Wonderful song. But yeah, no, so, the original story of Mulan, her father is supposed to go off into war, but then she's like, no, I'm going to go save China. And then Mushu, played by Eddie Murphy, brilliant character, amazing.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
My eyes can see straight through your armor, and then you get slapped. Boom. Because why would you be a creep and say that? Jesus Christ. Anyway, Mulan masquerades as a boy, right? And wins the war or whatever is going on in China at the time.
Rescues China.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although at the time, it probably wasn't China because there were 27 different dynasties fighting
Why
for China.
was China Anne McClain born at this time?
I don't know. It just happens that way.
Yeah. Yeah, because in order to rescue China, right, she would need to be in trouble.
No, so you need to rescue China.
China. Yeah.
There's a huge problem.
There's a huge problem in China.
You know what they should have done is just built a wall.
Oh, God.
Luckily enough, they did.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so she becomes a hero. What do you think is the original story in there? And, this was rebooted as live action as well.
The actual story or Disney story?
Well, it's a Disney story. It's a Disney film, but it's more true to the actual story of Mulan.
Okay, well, there can't be anything too bad like rape or incest or anything like that. Does she not save China? The fireworks she shoots at the mountain blows up in her hands, and then
No.
It's one of those where, like, you know, the Law and Order thing, dun 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 dun, directed by Dick Wolf, and like,
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. No, there's a really funny description on here to describe something really dark.
okay,
Right? So 17th century Chinese writer Chu Renhuo's version of Mulan sees the girl come back from war to find her dad dead. Her mom remarried, and the Khan, you know, the
Khan!
yeah, no, not Star Trek Khan. No, Khan as in like the guy with the massive eyeshadow in the movie.
Oh,
for
him.
some reason. I don't know why he wears so
That's
much
like
eyeshadow.
19 foot tall for no apparent reason.
Yes, yeah. So the Khan, the ruler at the time, forces her, Mulan, to be his concubine, his mistress, basically.
So she's gone off to war, fought half of China, and then
Yes.
comes back and he's just like, "You will sleep with me," and she's like, "Okay."
Yeah. Well, no. That's not the end of the story.
Oh.
So she doesn't tolerate it, Taylor Swift.
Good. This is Mulan's version.
Yeah. Yeah. So what does she? This is the last line, the funniest line. What does she do? She kills herself. The end.
Right. Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was hoping for more of like a, stab him
no.
or like cut his bits off or something.
I mean, that would happen in the Disney version, but unfortunately,
Would it?
Yes.
Would it?
Yes, it would.
Which Disney films are you watching where people get their penises chopped off?
The one.
The one. The lion sleeps tonight.
A wimbo it.
You know, it doesn't happen always, but the possibility of singing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" is just a whim away. A whim away.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
Disney has so many great.
So, next up, do you know who Rumpelstiltskin is?
Me and him go way back.
Okay. I know. Well, no. You also go way back with Genghis Khan. Don't confuse the two.
You mean Genghis Khan?
Yes.
I know the name Rumpelstiltskin, but I can never remember the actual story. Isn't he like a trickster?
Something like that. I don't remember the original story as well, which makes the description of the Brothers Grimm version even better.
Fair.
Yeah. So, the unnamed Miller's daughter makes a deal
No,
with
it's not unnamed. It's Mrs. Miller.
Oh God. No, she's a miller, as in she mills grain and
Exactly.
wheat. Okay.
So her dad was Mr. Miller.
Okay. Anyway, so she makes a deal with an imp, which is Rumpelstiltskin, who agrees to weave gold out of corn for her if she gives him her firstborn.
Okay.
Right? When the time comes, she doesn't want to, so he challenges her to name him. If she can guess his name, she can keep her child.
Okay.
Okay? Sounds okay, right? She overhears him singing and catches his name. Presenting his name to him, he gets really angry, stomps his right foot on the ground, grabs his left foot, and promptly tears himself in two. Two pieces, like.
But why?
Yeah, that is very metal, Nick. Thank you.
So there are so many things wrong with that story.
Yeah.
Besides the whole deal aspect of it.
Yes.
But like, first off, when he said, "If you can mention my name," he didn't go immediately. It was just sort of like, "If you can mention my name, see you later. I've got to, go over here and sing my
Sing
karaoke.
about my name, yeah.
But let's hope that you don't hear."
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Let me hang around and listen to his music."
Yeah.
And then she comes back the next day and is like, "By the way, I know your name." And then instead of being mad at her, he rips himself in half.
Accidentally.
Accidentally. As you do.
Yeah.
As you do.
Very metal.
I mean, that's how I react when I get pissed off. God damn you.
You just accidentally tear yourself in half. I mean, let's be honest. Rumpelstiltskin deserved it.
I mean, to be fair, he made a deal with her.
Yeah.
She wanted what was it? She wanted again? Was it silk or something?
It was like
He was knitting her a scarf or something.
So
I was paying attention at the beginning.
So he agrees to weave gold out of corn for her if she gives
There you
him
go.
her firstborn.
See, she made the deal.
Yeah.
There was no fine print. It wasn't like, I will take the, this chocolate bar, and then it turns out that it's actually my firstborn.
Deal or no deal?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think he deserved it at all.
I feel like he still deserved it.
I actually think she's the bad guy in this story
Well,
because she made a deal that she couldn't keep up.
I make you a deal that you can't refuse.
Gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse.
Oh, it's an offer that you can't refuse.
I know you haven't seen The Godfather, but come on.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most iconic lines in history.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I mostly know it because I've seen The Godfather, but when I had insomnia back in the day, I used to watch the AFI Top 100 film quotes because it was always on at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm like Peter Griffin in that one episode of Family Guy. I did not care for The Godfather.
But you've never even seen it. Mm-hmm. So
But I
how can
did
you say
not.
you don't care for it?
I don't care to see it.
You bastard.
Okay.
That's right, I'm not even going to censor that. You need to
Damn.
know the full extent of your bastardry.
Okay. Excuse me, my parents are married. Thank you very much.
You are metaphorically and spiritually a bastard.
All right. So, last but not the least, and perfect timing too, because we're approaching 50 minutes.
Let's ramble on for the next 15 minutes.
Yes. The Fox and the Hound. Classic story about interspecies sexual relation. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So, what do you think is the original story of the Fox and the Hound?
So the fox is trying to get the chickens, and the hound is sent out to stop them. But instead, the hound is just like, God damn, that fox looks sexy. Oh, God. I want a piece of that. I want a piece of that tail. And
Nick's making faces like, right?
the bushiness of that tail,
Yes.
I'm going to go for that.
No. So,
Shenanigans ensue.
the original writer for The Fox and the Hound, Daniel P. Mannix, spun a tale much more gruesome than the Disney movie. The fox leads a dog onto a railway tracks on purpose, where the dog dies.
But why?
Because the dog's owner then trains another dog to chase the fox, which the dog does, and eventually the fox dies of exhaustion. If that isn't depressing enough, the second dog is then shot and killed because no pets are allowed in the nursing home the man is in. So
Wait a minute. Hang on.
to summarize this whole thing, it says basically everyone dies.
So it's like Hamlet, but with animals.
Yes.
But none of that makes sense.
I'm sorry, there's actually another one, the last one. Sorry, this is not the last one.
Nice.
But there's another one. There's a bonus one.
None of that makes
blah, blah,
sense. Like,
We should just make an April Fool's episode where we just say blah, 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 blah. Meow, meow. Okay.
like that is just so like it's frustrating because it's not even a satisfying conclusion.
Yeah, there's no point. The
Like-
villain doesn't die. Everyone dies.
Exactly.
Yeah. Except for the man. He's in
So
a nursing
stupid.
home.
Yeah, but his dog's been shot. Because
Two dogs of his has been shot.
exactly, and especially because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, sorry, sir, you can't have them in the nursing home. They have to go to your daughter or something.
And then
no,
it's like,
bang. See ya. Can
yeah.
you imagine if the dog was Lassie? Then we've just lost, the savior
Oh,
of the world.
No.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, number 9, Little Red Riding Hood.
The Little Red Riding Hood actually has schizophrenia, and it's not a wolf; it is
Oh.
her grandma. But her grandma gets pissed off and shoots her because that's the way that these stories are going.
I have a feeling that that's actually true. I have a feeling. But yeah, so you
That
know
tonight's
the
going to be a
classics,
good night.
Yeah. I got a feeling. Yeah. So, yeah, basically the story of Little Red Riding Hood is that she comes home, finds her grandma, and basically roasts the hell out of her. Grandma, what big nose you have.
Yeah.
How much hair you have. My
Yeah.
goodness. Can you, shave or something? Yeah. Yeah.
And it wasn't worth it for the things that she had in a basket because it was like
Yeah.
a shitty little pie and like an apple.
Yeah. And the true story is that she gets slapped around by her grandma for insulting her. So,
Was that it?
No, I'm just
I was
kidding.
going to say, where did the wolf come from?
So in an older version,
The wolf turns out to be her step granddad, and the grandma's like, "Get him, Larry. She's been insulting me."
yes. So in an older version, the wolf doesn't eat the grandma whole. Instead, he puts some of her flesh in the pantry and pours her blood in a wine bottle. The wolf then offers Red her grandma's blood and remains to eat, which she does unknowingly.
So she's Scott
So-
Tenorman.
Yes, basically. Do you like it? Do you like it, Scott?
Oh yes, give me those tears.
Yeah.
So salty.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, so instead of eating the grandma and the wolf pretending to be grandma, he instead dismembers her and makes her granddaughter eat her and drink her blood. What a great episode, everybody. What
But
an
why?
awesome introduction to season 4. This
here.
is a
Before we end,
uh-huh.
let me go through and see if I can figure out what it was trying to teach the children.
Okay.
So what was the first one again?
The first one was Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty was telling you not to have kids because they'll
Oh god.
they'll not to have kids if you're in a coma.
Oh god. About 3 Little Pigs.
Make sure that your house is built properly.
What
It's talking about building standards.
Okay. It's actually written by OSHA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
As someone with my OSHA 30, I can confirm that.
Yes. What about the Princess and the Frog?
Don't be mean to frogs.
Okay. What about Cinderella? Don't be mean to Cinderella.
Yeah. Don't chop your feet off to adhere to modern beauty standards.
Sure. Yeah. You're beautiful just the way you are.
Just the
The way
way
you are. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
7 is too many for the orgy. It should be less. Oh yeah, it could be more. Absolutely.
Mulan.
It turns out that one woman can save China, but she has to watch out for her stepdad.
What? Rumpelstiltskin.
Sometimes the supposed villain isn't the villain at all. He was just trying to keep his end of the deal. And you should listen to the contract.
Okay. So this is about like contracts. This is
It's contract law.
It's a law firm that's
Exactly.
trying to, yeah.
And especially because there wasn't even any fine print in the
Okay.
contract. It did exactly what it said on the tin.
All right. The Fox and the Hound.
Just don't have dogs.
Okay.
Because you'll be depressed. You'll die alone, depressed after having to shoot 2 of your dogs.
And finally, Little Red Riding Hood.
Don't eat anything that a wolf gives you because it might be your grandma.
Okay. Well, like I said, what a great start to season 4. Nick, what is your question of the week?
What is your favorite fairy tale?
Yes.
And particularly the Brothers Grimm version.
Yes.
Especially
indeed.
because there is another one. And I'm probably going to horrendously get this wrong because
Okay.
I'm doing it from memory. But the original Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, yeah.
Either they end up locked in the oven or the witch ends up locked in the oven. But either way, the house burns down.
Yeah, something like that. I think
And-
they end up actually getting baked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they smoke a lot of weed and
Yeah.
they end up getting baked.
Snoop Dogg shows up and
Smoke weed every day.
yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think for me, my favorite one was Pinocchio. And I was going to include Pinocchio here, but his story just goes on and on and on.
Fair.
There's because it's called The Adventures of Pinocchio, and the first plot point is that Geppetto gets imprisoned because Pinocchio, after he learns to walk, goes out into the city, and the Italian police kind of like assume that he was being mistreated at home, and so he ends up alone. And after Geppetto is imprisoned, he burns his feet at the fireplace because he tries to warm himself. So he gets, and then after Geppetto gets released from prison, he gets fixed up and stuff like that. And then there's this whole like sub story about a fox and a cat.
So the fox hasn't had enough with the dogs; it's gone to the cat now.
Yeah. About a fox and a cat basically teaming up to bully Pinocchio. And then there was this freaking like fairy that chisels down Pinocchio's nose because it gets longer as he lies. So, and of course, there's Jiminy Cricket.
I was going to say, where does Jiminy Cricket show up?
Yeah, Jiminy Cricket doesn't have a name. He's just the cricket. But he can
No, he
talk.
does. He's Jiminy.
No,
It's literally the name Jiminy Cricket.
no. He's just a cricket.
Called Jiminy.
No. He's called the cricket.
Jiminy.
No. Yeah. So, and he doesn't wear a top hat, believe it or not, in this story.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know. He's a naked cricket in that one.
That's disgusting.
Yes, very much so. Well, yeah. So, Pinocchio ends up, getting or like hanging himself in the end. So,
Is this before or after he goes to the island?
before, I think, or after.
I was going to say it can't be before because then he won't end up on the island.
It was before and after. Anyway,
What is this, Pinocchio meets Lost?
yes, and then he finds a hatch in the ground. too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for listening to this special inaugural episode of season 4, and thank you to Nick for being here
welcome.
to listen to us. He'll still be here, I think, but I just want to thank him.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I just want to thank him for volunteering to to edit our episodes, even though we're earning exactly $0 from this.
Really? You guys are not making any money off this? I've bought like 3 houses on these.
Well, while we raid Nick's vault mafia style, thank you very much for listening to another episode of the JavaScript podcast. And we'll see you next week. Nick, play us out.